Come on, bro. What are you doing? You're trying to optimize before you've even standardized. You're trying to build a massive skyscraper on a foundation of shit. Let me tell you, you're wasting so much more time than you need to, overthinking, trying to analyze every single variable, trying to wonder, oh, how will this lead to that, lead to that, lead to that? You're trying to reverse engineer from the end goal, but incorrectly, completely incorrectly. Because right now, you don't even have a standard operating procedure. You don't have a rock solid process that you can fall back on every single day to boost your energy, raise your frequency, and get you feeling good in the flow state. Because perfect is the enemy of progress, however you want to call it. And you're trying to be perfect right now, aren't you? You refuse to do any work unless you've slept 8 hours because it's not optimal, right? You don't want to push hard at the gym because you're feeling a bit tired. Brother, come on. Who are we kidding here? All of these science guru nerds have completely bamboozled you. You're now down this rabbit hole of optimization, and it's purely stupid. Take a little breather and take it back one step at a time. The most optimal you'll ever feel, and I can tell you this with absolute sincerity, is when you are locked in to a deep, meaningful mission in your life. I'm not going to give examples because it might be at a different stage. Right now, your mission might be just to get an amazing physique. Your mission might be to fix your relationship with your family. It doesn't matter. A mission that means the world to you, that gets you out of bed every morning. And no, clocking in to a shitty job and going through the motions and ticking off self-improvement habits just for the sake of them is not a mission, right? I promise you, you can feel completely suboptimal and still find the energy, the productivity, the focus you're looking for, but it always comes on the other side of struggle, of sacrifice, of putting in effort that you don't feel like. For example, I've given you so many examples of this in past videos where I wake up 3 to 5 hours of sleep, I'm tired, I don't want to get up, but I do it anyway because my alarm is non-negotiable. And on the other side of my morning process, on the other side of a hard training session, on the other side of getting on here and speaking to you, even when I don't feel like it, is found the energy, the drive, the feeling of fulfillment that you're desperately trying to find in all of these 0.1% optimization hacks. Essentially, the fundamentals are simple, right? It's a lot more about what you remove than what you add. Because these biohacking guru dweebs are gonna give you a list of nootropics and supplements freaking mile long, when little do they know that the most biohacked you'll ever feel is when you're fasted, you're dopamine detoxed, you feel energized, you feel sharp, you've been out in the sun all day, you've just come from some, you know, deep flow state of meaningful work. Because what I'm talking about now is not marketable. Well, it is if you're very good, and that's exactly what I'll be developing over the coming years, and you're gonna see the climb backstage in the most raw and authentic way possible. But my apologies, I got cut off because my phone got too hot. But that's perfectly in keeping with the theme of the video, which is that was not an optimal condition, was it? I'm not sat here in an air-conditioned studio with the perfect lighting, perfect camera setup, all of this stuff. No. I'm literally just turning on the camera before work, before I go to, you know, make the slave masters happy. I'm in my car, I'm talking from the heart. I'm not really planning anything. I have a vague idea of what I want to talk about. Sometimes I'll write it down. But the point is, this is completely suboptimal. If I want to grow my channel as quickly as possible and, you know, optimize the whole process, I'd be doing things a little differently now, wouldn't I? But that's not the point, is it? The point is, I'm here because I'm thoroughly enjoying the process. And I'm at least attacking with intensity within the constraints that I have. And that is essentially the bottom line. Intensity, effort, and just oomph comes before optimization, because you can't optimize a flaccid dick, right? Apologies for the vulgar language, but I hope you know what I'm talking about, because that didn't make much sense. But anyway, stop optimizing before you've standardized, and the standard should be maximal intensity, as much as you can give. That's it. Have a good day, brother, and remember, take relentless action with violent clarity. You might not have it right away, but you'll gain more clarity the more action you take.